So I said that I'd stayed in Rostrevor when I was doing the St Patrick's pilgrimage, but did I also say that that's where C.S. Lewis used to go on holiday, and that he said that it was the part of Ireland which most, in his mind, created the image of Narnia. Lewis was born in Northern Ireland and grew up in Belfast. As a boy, he would holiday in the Rostrevor area, and as I said, he viewed this as his inspiration for Narnia. When he grew up, he became an Oxford Don and a Christian, and a very well-known Christian writer and speaker. But perhaps he's better known in wider society as a member of the Inklings, his club of friends at Oxford, which included J.R.R. Tolkien, and for two things in particular. Firstly, Shadowlands, the story of Lewis's love for and eventual grief at losing his wife. Lewis was effectively a confirmed bachelor at Oxford until he met an American poet. He was divorced with two sons. Shadowlands is the story of how he came to love her, how they discovered that she had advanced cancer, their struggles during her illness, and Lewis's grief at her loss. He married her on her deathbed. It's a poignant and powerful story, and for those of you who know how ill Diane is at the moment, one you'll understand I can relate to. But secondly, and of course most famously, Lewis is known for the Narnia stories, particularly The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, with its amazing narrative and wonderful characters like Mr. Tumnus here. But there are 6 other books in the series, and I highly recommend all of them. They all have their strengths in their different ways. And interestingly, of course, they also cover the story of the whole of creation, from creation itself in The Magician's Assistant, to redemption in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and on to the recreation of all things in the final battle. Despite that, Lewis says that they're not specifically meant to be Christian allegory, and absolutely they are suitable for all people and all ages, regardless of who you are or what you believe. But as a Christian, of course, you can't help but see Christian allegory, Christian theology within all of the Narnia stories. In The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, Aslan as the scary but always truthful and good Christ figure who sacrifices himself for Edmund, who tells the children that there is a deep magic, that when someone without sin sacrifices themselves for the sake of another, that overrides and conquers all things. The fact that Narnia is like the kingdom of God, so close, just through a wardrobe door, and yet sometimes so hard to find. And if you've read more than just The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, in The Last Battle, the idea that there will be a new Narnia, a place which is like Narnia, but richer and deeper and more beautiful than we can possibly imagine. And for me, that's a metaphor for heaven. I believe that there will be a new heaven and a new earth, and that the afterlife will not just be us floating on clouds, but will have all the good stuff that creation has in it, but magnified to a level of beauty and wonder that we simply cannot imagine. I think that's what Lewis felt as well, and I give thanks for him and his life and for his writings, and for this place which inspired Narnia to him.